This is such an interesting book. I just want to read you guys something really quick. At the hospital, I was separated from alcohol for the last time. Treatment seemed wise, for I showed signs of delirium tremens. There I humbly offered myself to God, as I then understood him, to do with me as he would. I placed myself unreservedly under his care and direction. I admitted for the first time that of myself I was nothing, that without him I was lost. I ruthlessly faced my sins and became willing to have my newfound friend take them away. Root and branch. I have not had a drink since. Now, what's crazy is that apparently a lot of alcoholism and addiction can be cured through having a profound spiritual experience. How interesting is that? How interesting is it that for us to be free from addiction, to be free from things like alcoholism, things like drug addiction, we have to admit that we can't do it on our own. So what does that tell you? That tells you that when you do those things, you die spiritually. You die inside. You're dead. You're dead. You know, and once you accept that that your flesh is weak, then you can bring in the person that can save you, which is God, because you can't do this on your own. You can't quit something like alcohol on your own. You can't quit drugs on your own. This is an insane book. I think what happens when you bring God into your life, the shame and the grief and the guilt, if you let it go properly, if you let it go, help you a lot. And people are really uncomfortable with the word God. So I understand, this book tells them have your own conception of God, but there is, if we have our own conception of God, isn't that essentially making just having our own will into it? I don't know, but I mean, for me, I think instead of looking at him as our own conception, how about we look at his conception of us? Because before, when people are addicted to things, they don't feel that they're human. They don't feel that they're loved. They don't feel that they deserve anything. They just want to fit in. They just want to go with the crowd. It's crazy, man. What I saw yesterday was nuts, man. And it's like God changed all of their lives, all these people's lives. God, like, here's the thing, man. Most people that aren't addicts, they just, they're expecting these blessings. This is what God really does. This is what God really does, man. He brings you back from the dead. And it really made me look at my thoughts about religion and my thoughts about my relationship with God, because he did bring me back from the dead. He did do a lot of things for me that when I was dead inside. I had no emotion. I didn't feel like I deserved any kind of forgiveness or love. And then from that moment on, the moment that I read that passage, I began to see that there was a place for me in God's family, And a lot of people, when they go through stuff like this, they don't think that there's a place for them. They don't think that God can use them. They don't think that, that they deserve anything. But there was a girl that was speaking yesterday. God was using her, man. She was at the lowest of the low at one point. You know what I mean? Just because you're going through something like this, it doesn't mean that God can't use you. This book is insane, man. I really like it. Yeah, man. God works in mysterious ways. He really does. And that's a cliche thing to say, but He really does. And it's interesting that he like what they like to say is a power greater than themselves, but they don't want to admit that it's God, but it is God. Um, it's interesting how they can bring God can bring about profound change in someone's life, man. Oh, no, that's crazy. Anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Take care of yourselves. I love you. Bye.